Welcome everyone to today's NHS Tapping Ceremony. I'm Nacha Ramanathan and I've had the privilege of serving PrEP's 2023 to 2024 National Honor Society chapter as president. It's been a delightful experience collaborating with these exceptional students, faculty, and our extended community. Firstly, I'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Erskine, Mr. Clemens, and Mr. Willard for their steadfast support. Thanks also to the faculty and Booster Club for offering us opportunities to serve in our school and our greater Augusta area. To the parents and faculty who helped make this ceremony possible, your contributions are truly appreciated. A special thank you to PrEP parents, Katie Easters, Kim Butler, Nadia El Hashim, and Helen Farrell for preparing today's reception. Finally, thank you to Ms. Julianne Ingram for the lovely flowers and Ms. Emily Hua for the wonderful music. A special shout out to Ms. Williams, our faculty sponsor, and to Sarah Trotter and Annabelle Claire Melania, who are my esteemed Vice President and Secretary, who have given so much support, time, and energy to this NHS chapter and our members. I'd also like to recognize the current members of this year's National Honor Society for their outstanding service to the school and the community. Membership in this organization requires an extremely strong academic record, evidenced by achieving a minimum 94.5 cumulative GPA, along with demonstrating strong character and a commitment to service and leadership. Members must maintain their GPA and a pristine record and complete at least 20 service hours, split evenly between NHS and personal service. I extend my sincere thanks to all members for their dedicated and earnest efforts of service throughout the year. Additionally, many of our NHS members are absent today due to a state tragedy. However, they have written induction speeches for our inductees, but the speeches will be read by members who are present today. Today, we are inducting a total of 18 outstanding students and 2 students who will be transferring into our organization who had been inducted at their previous school. I truly am excited to see how this new cohort will shape the future of the National Honor Society and represent our school and mission. Next, Sarah Trotter will be providing the year end review. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Sarah Trotter, the Vice President of the National Honor Society. This chapter had a strong, productive year serving both PrEP and the greater Augusta area. In total, we served approximately 1,300 hours. As usual, we began the year by assisting in the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023, making sure to send off last year's senior class with a well-planned event. Next, after a long summer break, we jumped right into dedicated service by hosting the new student orientation at school, welcoming new members to our student body. Then, we spent a large part of the year working with the Vineyard Church Food Pantry, as well as making a strong connection with Reed Memorial Presbyterian Church. One Sunday, almost every month of the year, NHS members joined Reed Memorial in feeding the hungry in downtown Augusta with Gap Ministries. During the first semester, we raised money for the Augusta Animal Shelter by creating the NHS Pet Court. And at the end of the semester, in December, we put Fripp in a Santa costume and held a highly successful toy drive for Toys for Tots, and additionally assisted with the Augusta Prep Artist Market. We also spent this time preparing the freshmen for their first exams with an insightful exam seminar. We were also very helpful to our school community this year by consistently helping out in the concession stand during various sporting events, as well as by running books in the score tables for volleyball and basketball games. This made it so parents of athletes could spend more time watching their children instead of partaking in these jobs. We also spent the year tutoring other Augusta Prep students in a variety of classes, and with the help of Dr. Diener, restarted our mentoring program with the lower school. With this program, we were able to form greater bonds with our youngest Cavaliers and help them to gain important academic and social skills, allowing us to have an impact on shaping the future of prep. Aside from this, we also came together as a society in February to make fun and unique Valentine's Day cards for our local home for senior citizens. As you can see, we took part in a lot this year and truly had an impact on our community, but specific members stood out for being extra dedicated to service. I would now like to acknowledge Evan Friedman, who achieved the most independent hours over the past summer, totaling a whopping 462 hours of service, as well as Annabelle Claire Mwanya, who completed 80 hours, the highest total independent hours throughout the school year. We have remained dedicated and worked hard this year not only to impact our school, but also the greater Augusta area. I am super proud of everything we have accomplished. I will be followed by Ellie Trotter, who will speak on the scholarship pillar.
Good afternoon. My name is Ellie Trotter, and I have the pleasure of speaking on the National Honor Society Scholarship Pillar. This is an important pillar because as students here at Augusta Prep, we strive to excel in academics while also participating in extracurricular activities. One thing that is amazing about Augusta Prep is that every student is able to participate in anything that they are interested in trying. But as high school students, it can be hard to keep up with grades and still participate in those activities. The NHS requires each member to maintain a minimum unweighted grade point average of 94.5. These students being inducted today have shown their dedication to strive in their academics here at Augusta Prep, while also staying actively involved in our community. I would like to encourage these students to continue to excel in their academics and make their mark on the Augusta Prep chapter of NHS. Continue to push yourselves to do better and better each day by listening to your peers and teachers, studying to your highest potential, and challenging yourself to do the most. This will help you grow as a student as well as a member of the NHS. I will now be followed by Evan Freeman, who will speak on the character pillar.
Good afternoon, my name is Evan Friedman, and I am introducing the NHS pillar of character. Character describes the standard of integrity, responsibility, and honorable behavior exhibited by all members of the NHS. It serves as a testament to an individual's moral compass and their commitment to upholding the highest standards of conduct and service. Within the NHS, character isn't merely a trait, but instead the foundation that all members build their academic and service achievements upon. This pillar not only recognizes the importance of individual integrity, but also emphasizes the collective responsibility needed to contribute positively to the community and society as a whole. Through cultivating character development, the NHS not only honors academic excellence, but also produces members who exemplify these values in their everyday lives. Each of our inductees have been shown to demonstrate character, including respect, trustworthiness, responsibility, fairness, and active involvement in their community. These values truly define the character of members of the Augusta Prep National Honor Society and that of which each of our inductees uphold. I will now be followed by Rachel Gay, who will speak on the leadership pillar.
Good afternoon. My name is Rachel Gay, and I have the privilege of speaking about the National Honor Society's leadership pillar, as well as lighting the candle for leadership. Leaders are those who set a good example for others. Leaders are dedicated to what they do. Leaders show integrity and adaptability. Members of the National Honor Society show leadership in different ways, guiding and inspiring others toward a common goal through communication and decision-making. While NHS members show leadership through individuality, they also work toward a common goal of helping others. Our new NHS members will show leadership through various opportunities helping the local community. For example, they can help with the food pantry to assist others in need, or they can help with something as simple as tutoring a fellow classmate. Whatever they decide will help them grow as a person trying to reach their full potential. To the new inductees, you are here because of your pronounced and remarkable leadership. Continue to carry this on through your NHS journeys. I will be followed by Raina Patel, who will light the candle and read Randy Ebron Brill's speech for service.
Patel, and this is what Randy Ebron Brales has to say about service. Service should be seen as a duty, not as a duty, but as an honor, a privilege and an opportunity to do your due diligence to the community. Service is about extending a helping hand. Service moves to make a positive impact on other people's lives. There are endless opportunities for serving the community, whether making cards for a retirement home or helping with the Augusta River Keepers. What's great about service is that the possibilities are endless. The members and inductees of the NHS are the perfect examples of service. This past year, NHS members have tutored students in many subjects, volunteered in concessions, participated in food pantry drives and mentor-mentee programs, and written Valentine's cards for the retirement homes and the Augusta River Keepers. These acts of service and selflessness show how current members have contributed to a deep sense of community here at Augusta Prep. For our inductees, when entering the NHS, know that you are part of a community that will help you grow, learn, and be more involved. Don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone when doing NHS activities. I know all of you will uphold all 4 pillars of the NHS. I will be followed by Grace Greer, who will begin the induction portion of today's ceremony.
Good afternoon. I have the honor of inducting our first inductee. This inductee can be described in a multitude of words, but one in particular comes to mind when I think of her, and that word is passionate. She's an active member in all things prep, from her notable performances as Sandrine in Almost Maine, a stepsister in Into the Woods, Lavender and Matilda, Hermia and Midsummer, and so many more. She is an example of dedication to her craft. This young lady can also be seen singing for the upper school chorus and challenging herself in the classroom. She is a member of FCS and has participated along with fellow inductee Kaylee Pittman in Regional Literary. I have personally had the privilege to cheer with her for 2 years, and I must say, she never gives up. From dancing to stunting to teaching little cheerleaders, she is passionate about everything she does. Her energy is infectious and affects everyone she is around. On top of this, she is a valuable member of the Augusta Prep varsity soccer team. It is my pleasure to welcome Kennedy Chambers to the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Karen Zhang.
It is my great pleasure to introduce this next inductee. Your commitment to scholarship is evident in your academic endeavors and your genuine enthusiasm for learning about different cultures and perspectives. Your active participation in science and English classes, including your determination to challenge yourself with advanced placement courses in the near future, reflects your dedication to intellectual growth and your aspirations in clinical or forensic psychology. Moreover, your outstanding character shines through your compassionate actions, demonstrating gratitude in every situation, no matter how small it may be. Your leadership ability is shown through your effective management of group projects and your involvement in charitable activities like the Shingle Trail Marathon, underscores its dedication to service and community engagement. Additionally, your participation in a diverse range of extracurricular activities, from sports to the arts to cultural clubs, showcases your well-rounded nature and commitment. It is my pleasure to welcome Paige Chambers. I will now be followed by Hannah Gay.
This next inductee has been at Prep for 3 years. In this time, she has been a part of the science, art, and astronomy clubs, as well as Squad M, the National STEM Honor Society, the Innovative Pitch Competition, the Honor Education Council, Model UN, and is a student ambassador. She has also participated in varsity tennis, varsity football cheer, and varsity basketball cheer. Outside of Prep, she was in the Sales Senior Program and is a current member of the Cotillion Club, and has applied for the NASA SEA's summer internship. This inductee is also a scholar, having earned the Science Department Award. On top of all these, she has a great character. She received the Essay Quam Videri Award last year because she is kind and thoughtful. I've gotten to know her throughout the year and have loved every moment of our class together. It is my pleasure to induct Lillian Clapp into the National Honor Society. I'll be followed by Emily Blow.
It is my greatest pleasure to introduce our next inductee. I first got to know this student while rehearsing the Into the Woods musical. Their determination and passion shine through her quiet demeanor, a sentiment that this student carries with them in all aspects of life. At school, they participate in the Squad M, Science Club, Recycling Club, and recently in the Innovative Pitch Project. They have previously done track and field and contributed to many theater productions. Outside school, they serve on the Morris Museum Team Council and volunteer at the Golden Harvest Soup Kitchen. This student is strong in both academics and the arts and can often be seen sketching away a new art piece. They even designed the homecoming t-shirts for the 2023-2024 school year. It's clear that this student is passionate about helping others and contributing to the community, and I have no doubt that they will thrive in the NHS. It is my honor to welcome Thea Sway into the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Gracie Bush.
It is my pleasure to introduce our next inductee. This talented young woman has been at Prep 13 years and is one of the most genuine, loving, and fun people I know. I got to know her very well last year on the football cheer team, and I've cheered with her for 2 years. She also participates in basketball cheer, where she led the squad as one of the captains. She has had 2 lead roles in the recent spring musicals. She made her debut in Into the Woods by playing the baker's wife, and this year she was Miss Honey and Matilda. Outside of Prep, she has done a dance club and is currently in Cotillion. Her strong character shines in her diverse range of extracurricular activities, by whether it's teaching little cheerleaders
or just in class, her personality is infectious. She brings joy to everyone around her. She absolutely embodies the NHS pillars of being not only compassionate, but hardworking. It is my pleasure to welcome Isabella Diener to the National Honor Society. I will now be followed by Hayden Post.
It is my honor to introduce our next inductee. This young man has been at Prep for 11 years and is smart, honest, athletic, and an integral part of the varsity soccer team. He is not only a major part of the Prep soccer team, but also his club soccer team, being starting goalie for the past 7 years. While he spends a lot of time with soccer, his academics are not lacking as he is a top performer in school. He is a major part of Augusta Prep's community, taking part in Model UN, National STEM Honor Society, Squad M, and Science Bowl, receiving awards at multiple of these events. He's a valuable member of our community, recruiting new prospective students as a student ambassador and volunteers at swim meets. I'm excited to see him thrive in high school and see where he goes in college. It's my pleasure to induct Thomas Lane Estes in the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Nacha Ramana.
I have the greatest honor to introduce the next inductee, who is kind, hardworking, smart, well-rounded, and an active student in the school and greater Augusta community. She not only takes part in a diverse amount of activities ranging from varsity soccer to Science Bowl to being a part of the Islamic Society of Augusta Sunday School, but also volunteers her time for the greater good of others. One of the many examples of where she has volunteered her time is at Shifa Care Clinic, which is a nonprofit focused on providing healthcare to underserved, uninsured, and indigent adults within the CSRA on a monthly basis. Through the service opportunity, she has gained a unique perspective in meeting people from different walks of life. This inductee is an embodiment of a good citizen with strong character and leadership, and will most definitely be a great addition to the National Honor Society. I truly look forward to seeing where this young lady will go in life, whether at Prep or beyond. It is my pleasure to induct Sarah Khan into the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Charlie Smith, who will read Hank Monet's induction speech.
I have the honor of introducing a young man into the NHS that is thoughtful, kind, smart, and involved. From his start at Prep in the 9th grade, he has set himself apart through his involvement with many activities and clubs on campus, Squad M, Cyber Club, and Model UN, just to name a few. And besides his active involvement in the Prep activities, this inductee is also a Boy Scout, earning the 2nd highest rank of life. He has helped many scouts with their Eagle Scout projects, which require great planning, teamwork, coordination, and leadership. He ran cross country at Prep in his freshman year and volunteers regularly with food banks in the Augusta area. He has a heart to help others, whether it be in the classroom or outside of school. And I look forward to seeing this bright young man in his next few steps at Prep. It is my honor to induct Alex Lebednik into the National Honor Society. be followed by Maya Nussbaum.
I'm so honored to introduce this next inductee, a quiet and thoughtful young man. He's attended prep since preschool, making him a lifer, and has stayed greatly involved in his community, from participating in the recent Innovative Pitch competition to working tables at the open house to welcome visitors to prep and introduce them to our technology program. He's a member of several clubs on campus, including Science Club, Cyber Club, and Game Club, where his club officers say that he's an active participant, especially when robotics are involved. But very frequently you can find this young man behind the lightboard in this very theater as the lightboard techie for many of the shows that I've been in. I can definitely vouch for his infinite patience considering how well he endured my decision to nickname him Mac and Cheese for about a week last year with more grace than you could expect of anyone. It's my pleasure to induct Cone McAteer to the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Fred McDougal.
Good afternoon. My name is Fred McDougal, and I have the pleasure to induct this next inductee. I have known this next inductee since he was born. He's smart, caring, funny, and embodies every aspect that is necessary to be in the NHS. As a member of the Boy Scouts and an Eagle Scout, he has learned what it means to have good character, be a scholar, be of service to his community, and to be a leader. Not only does this inductee give service to the Boy Scouts, but he also gives service to the Richmond County Youth Board. If you can't find him serving his community, you can likely find him on the soccer field, going through drills and working on his athletic development. He's been a strong member of the soccer team at Prep and for his Arsenal team. While the values of leadership were being built on the soccer field, his values of character were built on the dance floor at the social, where he's a member of the Cotillion Club. He embodies what it means to be a member of the NHS, and I couldn't be more proud of my brother. It is my pleasure to welcome Carver McDougal to the NHS. I'll be followed by Lauren Easters.
I have the pleasure of inducting this next inductee into the NHS. She is resilient, driven, leadership-focused, and creates a positive environment for her classmates and friends. Since this inductee came to prep in the 9th grade, she's involved herself in a myriad of clubs and activities, including Squad M, Science Club, Astronomy Club, Mod UN, and JV Volleyball during her freshman year. She also enjoys coaching 4th graders for their perennial math competition, where she displays exceptional leadership and devotion to helping younger peers. Outside of school, this inductee pursues her love of music, as she is proficient in instruments such as the piano, double bass, and guitar. If you can't find her playing the guitar or piano, you may find her volunteering. This inductee's love for service is very evident as she continues to impact both the prep community and the CSRA as a whole. It is my pleasure to induct Sophia Morris into the National Honor Society. I will now be followed by Hannah Gay, who will be reading Annabelle Claire Melania's induction speech.
next inductee holds a very special place in my heart. I've worked closely with her on stage, performing in our school's theater productions. While she may seem quiet in person, her confidence shines through when she steps foot onto the stage. I also had the pleasure of cheering with her on the varsity cheer team, where her infectious enthusiasm for our team helped our squad to cheer to the best of our ability. She has also volunteered her time for service to the Jingle Jam charity run and the Urban Leadership Project. She has a passion for serving her community, especially children, as shown through her dedication to the Oaks Ministries, where she had the opportunity to tutor and mentor students from low-income families. She has continued this love of helping others in her work with Augusta Prep's Littlest Cheer program, being a counselor in training at Camp Grace, and serving in her church nursery. I know for a fact that this inductee will be a pivotal part of our chapter of the National Honor Society, and I am proud to induct Kaylee Pittman. I'll be followed by Grace Greer, who's reading Mesa Alonski's induction speech.
This next inductee excels not only in academics, but also in service and leadership within the Augusta Prep and CSRA community. She coaches young students in math and has earned a place in the Governor's Honors Program for mathematics. Her commitment extends to numerous community activities, including participating in various school clubs, achieving multiple awards and recognitions. She also competes in varsity cross country, contributing to the team's high placing at region and state. Additionally, she volunteers at a church and has showcased her talents in theater, making her debut in A Midsummer Night's Dream. All this while managing a tough academic curriculum. This inductee is a dedicated student, striving to be active and impactful within the community. Her ambitious goals and motivation embodies every aspect of what it means to be a National Honor Society member. It is my privilege and honor to induct Johan Su into the NHS. I will be followed by Quinn Yates.
This next inductee always leads with positivity. I've seen firsthand how she's always happy to encourage her fellow classmates and approaches learning with enthusiasm. In her freshman year, she participated in varsity tennis and volleyball. This year, she's continued varsity volleyball and has also been an active member of the Science Club, Service Club, Student Diversity Club, the Innovative Pitch Competition, Squad N, Model UN, in STEM, as well as serving as her class's vice president. Along with balancing prep athletics and clubs, she shadowed Augusta University cardiologist Dr. Michael Johnson and was a summer assistant teacher at St. Andrew Kim Korean Catholic Church, where she was able to discover a passion for teaching and helping others, especially children. That experience inspired her to consider being a pediatrician. But this inductee stands out most of all for her sunny demeanor and her ability to put smiles on people's faces. With this, it is a pleasure to induct Grace Suh into the National Honor Society.
name is Jack Thompson, and I have the pleasure of introducing a very special inductee. He's one of the most hardworking and dedicated people I know, and he has truly embodied the values that the National Honor Society is looking for. He's worked hard as an intern in the Columbia County District Attorney's Office and has showcased his leadership skills when he was voted class president in the 9th and 10th grades. He has immersed himself into the upper school by joining numerous clubs such as Squad M, Model UN, Science Club, and Fellowship of Christian Students. This student shines every day inside the classroom by achieving good grades and outside the classroom by serving his community through the Columbia County Youth Leadership Program. This student is a well-rounded individual who constantly strives to do the best in his community. His humor and personality make him such an amazing person to be around, and I am very proud of this young man who is with me today. And with that, it is my honor to welcome my brother, Alex Thompson, into the National Honor Society at Augusta Prep. I will be followed by Sarah Beth Trotter.
This next inductee is a quiet but consistently kind and generous person. I personally witnessed these traits as she was my co-captain on the varsity basketball team this year. She always goes out of her way to make sure that every member of the team feels heard and supported on the court. She even apologized to me when I accidentally knocked her in the face during practice. I'm sure she's the exact same way as the captain of the girls' varsity tennis team. She embodies respectful leadership while also being a strong player on both courts. On top of that, she is a person of great ingenuity, integrity, and honor, which is exemplified by her classmates selecting her to be one of the 2 sophomore members on the Honors Education Council, where she justly represents our honor code. Finally, she serves her community as an assistant Sunday school teacher and usher at her church. If someone asked me to name a person who is the epitome of being considerate and friendly, I would point them to Sarah Bender, whom I have the pleasure of welcoming into the NHS. I will be followed by Charlie Smith.
This next inductee has been attending Augusta Prep since the 9th grade. While at Prep, this inductee has shown tremendous amounts of qualities to be a member of the National Honor Society. When this person is not starring on the stage, you can catch her on the sidelines, cheering on the football or basketball team, or even singing in chorus. Also, she helps out with coaching the littlest cheergirls in the lower school, helps at the musical theater workshop, and tours prospective families, being a member of the student ambassadors. Personally, I got to know this girl through basketball cheer. Although she was often running late because of her voice lessons, she was always making me laugh, and through getting to know her, I can say she absolutely embodies many of the NHS pillars with being one of the most hardworking people, and always pushing her to be her best. Getting to introduce her after forming such a true friendship has made the National Honor Society so much more meaningful. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for her. It is my honor to welcome Ivy Ward to the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Chance Rubis.
This next and final inductee has been attending Augusta Prep since the 7th grade. While at Augusta Prep, this inductee has taken an active role in sports, which is where I first met him. I have watched him mature into a well-rounded young man who embodies the NHS pillars. From the first swim practice with him, to him teeing off at the state golf tournament this year. At swim practice, this inductee is always smiling and starting a conversation with me between the sets. In the hallways, when I always see him, he makes an effort to say hello. This inductee has shown service by volunteering as a swim coach for his local team's summer swim league. He also excels academically as well, being an active part of the Squad M and becoming this year's upper school chess champion. I'm excited to see where this inductee goes both athletically and academically. It's my pleasure to welcome J.R. Weber to the National Honor Society. I will be followed by Nacho.
Before we induct our newest members, I would like to present 2 members who have been accepted as transfer members from other schools into our NHS chapter with a certificate of membership. Please join me in welcoming Aya Mahmood and Marissa Scholl. NHS members and inductees, please stand and raise your right hand to join me in the recitation of our pledge. Repeat. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. And will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. You may be seated. Congratulations and welcome to the Honor Society, National Honor Society. I will be followed by Ms. Williams.
It has been such a pleasure to work with this exceptional group of students this year. They never cease to amaze me on how well they manage their time. In particular, it is easy to see the many contributions that the class of 2024 has made both on and off of our campus. This group has been actively and enthusiastically engaged in their schoolwork as participating members in both athletics and the arts, in leadership positions in a variety of clubs and organizations, and through providing service and support to those around them. I hope that you know that your countless contributions and efforts do not go unnoticed. I am certain that if you approach your next stage with the same drive, determination, and enthusiasm that you displayed while at prep, many successes will follow. I would like to thank Nacha Ramanathan, our NHS President, Sarah Beth Trotter, our Vice President, Annabelle Claire Mwanya, our Secretary and Treasurer, and the other NHS members that collectively make up the class of 2024. I look forward to hearing from you all about the many ways that you continue to lead, serve, and excel in college and in life. Thank you, graduating seniors, for your time serving as NHS members and for being such kind, respectful, hardworking, and thoughtful members of our prep community. At this time, I would like to invite Nacha back to the podium to close our ceremony.
Thank you all for joining us today. Please join me in a round of applause to congratulate the newest members of the APDS chapter of the National Honor Society. Students, please remain seated until dismissed. As Emily McCullough plays inductees and NHS members, please exit the stage and follow the ushers to the steps outside of the lobby for a photo. I would also like to invite the new and returning members of NHS parents, and faculty to your reception in the lobby. Thank you.